My, it's a beautiful world. I like swimming in the sea.
The Earth is in constant motion around the Sun. The Moon is orbiting the Earth at the same time. These motions cause the angle between the Sun, Earth, and Moon to constantly change. This change in the relative position of the Sun, Moon, and Earth cause certain things to occur, like the phases of the Moon.
It's a beautiful world.
We're all familiar with the appearance of a full moon, and maybe even a crescent moon. But do you really understand why these phases of the moon occur? What's important to remember is that half of the moon is always lit up by the sun, and we don't always see all of that lighted side.
It's a beautiful world. I like driving in my car.
Sometimes we only see half of the lighted side, like in this image of the first quarter moon. Sometimes we can see more than half of the lit up side of the moon. Those phases are called gibbous moons. If less than half of the lighted side of the moon is seen from Earth, we call those crescent moons. When the moon is between Earth and Sun, none of the lighted side of the moon can be seen from Earth. This is known as a new moon. We'll call this the beginning of the 29.5-day cycle. As the moon travels on its orbit over the next week, more and more of the lighted side of the moon becomes visible. This is known as a waxing crescent moon. The word waxing means to increase slowly over time. Eventually, the sun and moon are at right angles to one another. At this point, the cycle is 1/4 complete. This phase is known as first quarter. As the moon continues on its orbit around Earth, we're able to see more than half of the lighted side of the moon. This is called waxing gibbous phase. The waxing gibbous moon lasts for about a week until the sun, moon, and Earth are in a straight line again. This time, it's the Earth that's between the moon and the sun. At this halfway point in the cycle, we see a full moon because all of the lit up side of the moon can be seen from Earth. The moon continues to move along, revolving around Earth, and the amount of the lighted side of the moon seen from Earth begins to decrease. We call this a waning gibbous phase. The meaning of the word waning is to decrease slowly over time. At this point, the sun, moon, and Earth are at a right angle to one another once again. This phase is called third quarter, and the cycle is, you guessed it, 3/4 complete. The last part of the cycle is called the waning crescent phase. This lasts about a week until the sun, Earth, and moon are in line once again, and we have a new moon again, and the cycle begins again.
I like swimming in the sea.